Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ. You might remember me as a former Transformers fan. I used to be a Transformers fan. But obviously, since last year, I have changed my ways. I've stopped buying Transformers. In fact, I've gotten rid of literally everything I had, including 2 books, a video game, 3 movies. Yes, the Shia LaBeouf trilogy. One of those, Dark of the Moon, still never watched. Because I saw it once in the theater, and that's all that I needed. I had a plethora of Transformers over the years. I took apart a lot of them to someday see what I can do in terms of building my own Mega Transformer. That doesn't transform, but it's a giant combination model of various Transformers with various parts. Limbs, weapons, heads, torsos, the whole 9 yards. I took apart Transformers, never sought the appeal of putting them back together. This project would fall through. I never did it. It never happened. So I've wasted money and time taking apart those Transformers, and now they're gone. 100%. I might still have some remains of them, but they're dead. So what remained of my Transformers collection is now gone. All went to either donated to someone else or someone else's kid, or to a Goodwill thrift store. All I have left is Revenge of the Fallen Leader Class Optimus Prime. And I love this Transformer. My father bought it for me off of eBay in 2012. Was it 2011? I think it was 2012. And woke up in the morning to seeing that on my desk, and I was like, oh my god. So, yeah. My favorite Transformer. It's from the second movie. So, there you go. That's all I need. That's all I really need in terms of transformable Transformer toys. I don't even transform him. I just leave him in his robot mode with the 2 blades extended out. And the only other thing I have, actually, is a little die-cast Bumblebee from the first movie. I'm going to sell that off. Hopefully I can get at least $5 out of it. If not, then fuck you. I never saw the original movie from 1986. Was it 1986? I think so. It was an anime, basically. An OVA, I guess. It was called The Transformers. I plan on watching it soon, but that's really the only interaction with Transformers I'm ever going to have ever again. I'm not going to watch the movies from Age of Extinction all the way up until Transformers 1, and I just don't care anymore. I really don't. And why should you? That's where this video takes a turn. So, Hasbro has been on some hard times. They've fallen on hard times. No one is buying their shit, except for adult collectors who want to collect the stuff, review it on YouTube. Hi, Optimus. And there are folks who will buy up all this stuff just to, sell it up on eBay. Scalpers are horrible people, by the way. And yeah, so we'll just ignore those people. Hasbro's Transformers have gotten more expensive over the years. They've also have been delving into the same tips and tricks for the longest time, tools and tricks, I meant to say. And it feels like everything, the transformable ones are the ones that are pretty much the same all day, every day. There's nothing new, there's nothing groundbreaking, there's nothing, what's being achieved here with all these new Transformers that are not really new. Same old characters, some new characters, but not really memorable ones. Not at all. No. So what's the point? Also, you have Transformers that don't transform. What's the point? There's no point in this. Sure, it's something fun for the kids to fuck with, but kids deserve better. There are reasons why you should avoid Hasbro at this point. Because they're not helping themselves, and they're not helping you. They're a corporate structure. That's all that matters to them, is money. And if you affect their money, chances are they will try, at least attempt to care, and maybe sell something for a borderline profit of, say, $5 with each passing toy they sell. If that. Let's be honest. Hasbro they're fucks. They're not helping anyone. They're losing, in fact. They're losing to a company like Lego, they've done some horrible things, trust me, but at least Lego still have great sets from time to time. Look at the beautiful botanic stuff, such as the Japanese red maple tree of this year. I'm getting that. I'm getting that tree. You know I'm getting it. I will review it for you on this channel. That's a beautiful piece. At $60, is it worth it? Well, that's your own judgment call to make. I'm gonna get it anyway, so. Hasbro, you fucked up. You fucked up a lot. Your association with Wizards of the Coast has really left you at the razor's edge. No one's buying your shit. Why should they? What incentive have you given people to buy your shit nowadays when all it's gonna do is just sit there and collect dust on a shelf? You see my point? I mean, there's no reason why you should buy a Transformer nowadays. In fact, there are companies like Takara Tomy that make amazing pieces that are better than anything that Hasbro can shit out, and you know it. Look at Optibotimus. He has delved into this as well. There are other YouTubers that have done this as well, including Payoff and many others. So, stop buying Transformers. From Hasbro, at least. Go to Takara Tomy and get their stuff. Or seek out bootlegs that aren't shit. Guaranteed you will find some Transformer bootlegs that are actually pretty decent. Same case goes for Lego. You'll find some CCBS knockoffs that are actually pretty good. There's no reason to buy a Transformer from Hasbro anymore. It's just going to sit on your shelf and collect dust. Meanwhile, with the Takara Tomy thing, you could always, pick it back up off the shelf and, pose it and play with it a little bit. That's what people do with Gundam, with Gunpla. And I'm not a fan of Gunpla. Honestly, it's kind of tedious to even consider buying those. It's just not for me. But you can pose and play with a Gundam robot mech at any time of the day. You just pick it up off the shelf, pose it in whatever weird way you want to, put it back on there, and there you go. Look at it. Then later on in the day, you come back and repeat the cycle all over again. Same thing you can do with Transformers. Transform them, put them on the shelf. Come back later, take them off the shelf, transform them back, put them back on the shelf, and repeat the cycle all over again for the next month until you get sick of it. And then you sell it on eBay for $20,000. $20,000 would, for example, Leader Class Megatron from the 2007 movie, that would be way too much, honestly. That's not worth it. So these new Transformers that Hasbro's been shitting out, they're not worth anything. They really aren't. Why should we even care? Well, clearly their sales have been affected by recent bullshit. And rightfully so, because, well, when a company does something stupid and it catches waves and it becomes a controversy, that's when the sales start to get affected. And this happens in the gaming industry as well. Activision, I'm looking at you. EA, I'm looking at you. Yeah. So, stop buying Transformers from Hasbro. Definitively stop. Because they're not helping themselves, they're not helping you, they're just existing because they can. And with their stock just piling up on store shelves or being taken back to a warehouse and piling up there, just waiting for someone to eventually buy it up. What reason do you have to buy this shit anymore? Is it to scalp it on eBay? That's a big no. You should never do that. That is wrong. People who do that are stupid, and they're just stupid. Scalping is wrong, and we all know this. So, if you have any Transformers, and they're Hasbro branded ones, sell those on eBay. Guaranteed you will get something out of them. Or take them to a resale shop, like what we have as V-Stock. And see if, because I've seen Transformers there. I've seen other action figures. I've seen all kinds of stuff at V-Stock. If you have a store like that in your town, in your city, take your Transformers there and see how much you can get for them. And that money will never go to Hasbro, because why should it? Hasbro, you done fucked up. And you fucked up so many times. All companies do. But you're especially guilty because your biggest toy line is Transformers. And when those aren't selling enough units, oh boy, then things start to get really, really shitty. Then you wonder why people aren't buying your shit. Then, yeah. Maybe it's because you don't make a product that people want anymore. I get it. Folks like Paya and Optibotimus, their lives are molded around this. That's their YouTube channel careers. They buy Transformers. They review them for YouTube. YouTube viewers. And they've been doing this for years. So, chances are they will continue to do so. But if you want to move on from that, Optimus, I'm looking at you. Paya, I'm looking at you. If you want to move on from that and do something, I don't know, more interesting, take up model kits. From stores like, well, I can't remember, Dollar Tree, for example, or Michael's. Michael's has some model kits that you can build, paint, and display. Those are fun. Those can be tedious, but hey, they're cool. At least you can do something with your time besides repeatedly transforming a Transformer over and over and over again. Don't do that. That's boring. Stop buying the Transformers from Hasbro and give them a big old middle finger. Or two. I made a similar video like this last year about Nerfers and Nerf blasters. That you should stop buying Nerf blasters because from Hasbro, because there's no reason to modify them. There's no reason to even have them. Hasbro wants all their blasters made stock. They don't like the modifications. No, they don't. They don't like the modifications at all. So, what happened was companies like Worker and Adventure Zone, or Dart Zone, sorry, and others have made hobby grade blasters that are perfect for Nerf wars, especially long distance, where you have a half dart that flies at like 150 feet at the lowest. That is a pretty good concept, actually. I have the Nexus Pro, $50 at Walmart. Not being sold anymore, obviously, but for a time, it sold really well. It was released about 5 years ago, and it's a good blaster. I shot myself in the head with it, and those darts really stung. So, I said in that video to stop buying the Nerf blasters from Hasbro and just buy hobby grade blasters that are made from Worker and Dart Zone and all these other companies that are making similar blasters. I'm saying the same thing with Transformers. Buy from Takara Tomy or knockoff manufacturers. Because Hasbro doesn't deserve your money, and they're not worth your time. They certainly aren't worth my time. And if you need a place to store your Transformers until you decide to take them to a resale shop, put them in containers, big tubs that you can get at Walmart or Target. Put them in there and put them in your garage for now on a shelf. Or if you have a basement and you need storage for them down there, put them down there as well. Transformers are still cool, but unfortunately they're not cool anymore to the younglings, to the kids. Teenagers, well, dime a dozen. They don't really care about Transformers that much anymore, do they? Not nowadays. No. Not even... There are some adults that don't even care about Transformers anymore, myself included. And, really, there's no reason to. Transformers, it's been getting worse as time went on. I mean, from shows like Energon and Armada and whatnot, at least those were fun. Those were enjoyable to a degree. But then you have recent shows that just don't really feel the same. They feel bad. They really do feel bad. Really fucking bad. So, don't watch the shows. Don't stream them. Don't even download them. Because, what's the point of doing that? Stop supporting Hasbro. Stop supporting Transformers from Hasbro. And, well, move forward. That's the best thing you can do, is move forward, because Transformers these days, they're not getting any better. They're not getting any better. They're getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. At least from Hasbro. From Takara Tomy, there's some good stuff there. There is also other companies that do fantastic stuff too. So invest your time and money into those instead of Hasbro and their Transformers. Because why should you only pay money to one company instead of other companies that have better, more amazing, better products? Because if you're only paying Hasbro money, that sounds like you're being an elitist. You're a Hasbro elitist, and that's all you care about. You only care about giving Hasbro your money and no one else. Don't do that. That's elitism. It really is. And it sends off a bad signal. It makes you look bad, and everybody else in the community is. And that's it for this video. I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks later. Have a good fucking day, and peace.